People are probably going to give me some shit about this, but frankly, I didn't hear you guys defending Louie C.K. Did y'all defend Louie C.K.? I don't remember y'all defending her. So when Gene Ugar gives Katy Perry a pass and he goes ahead and tells what? That male underling, right? Gene Ugar is the oppressor, and then you have all those kiss asses, and one of his kiss asses says there's a power dynamic. She took something that he was saving. He was wanting to make his first kiss special. Now it's not. Now basically it's a humiliation, right? He got a kiss on national TV and then fell down, and then he was humiliated with the performance, saying that he was all nervous about the performance, and then they kicked him off. So that's like worse than sexual harassment. It's like, hey, you better let me kiss you, or else I'm gonna fire you. All right, fine, go ahead, kiss me, and then, oh, you're fired anyways. So I want to talk about this because this is important. Fuck the double standards. If y'all didn't say defend Louie C.K., then I don't want to hear y'all say a single word about Katy Perry. Ultimately, what it feels like is boys are being criminalized for being boys, right? They got more energy. They go to a public school system with 80% of female teachers, and they're running around. They have all this aggression and all this, you know, and they probably think, oh my God, these little hellions, these little monsters. Or maybe they're getting their asses kicked at home and they just have really nobody, right? So they're just trying to make sense of it all themselves. But it feels like to me we're going to criminalize the boys just for being male. They don't have a right to their bodies. They don't have a right to consent. They don't have a right to anything. And then with the females, any little tiny thing, he looked at me and I didn't like it. He was like staring at me for 4 or 5 seconds. And yeah, I guess people could make you, you know, stare at you for an uncomfortable amount of time. And, you know, I think that's something, but it just seems like if we're going to listen to every single little thing, that when a woman feels uncomfortable, but we're going to ignore all the men, no matter what the fuck happens to the men, no matter what the hell, that's bullshit. That's double standard. That's hypocrisy. So let me talk about this, what had happened, okay? So you got Benjamin Glaze. Benjamin Glaze is a 19-year-old. He was asked if he ever kissed a girl by the judges. Benjamin Glaze, he says he's never been in a relationship, and he can't kiss a girl unless he's in one. He grew up conservative, so therefore he can't kiss a woman unless he's in a relationship first. So, you know, he needs to know the woman. And actually, isn't that the only way? You need to be friends with the person. I mean, logically speaking, how can you do it any other way? Right? You just, hopefully you just, oh, that person's sexy, I'm sexy, they like each other, and then it just works, you know, it just clicks, because you guys are both, no, you need a relationship, he wants a relationship, so, oh, a man wants a relationship, what a pussy, right? What a total fag. I'm only using that as, you know, a rhetorical sort of, you know, rhetorical point, but that's man culture. You can't smile, you can't be nice, you can't express your feelings, you can't have any feelings, you can't talk about relationships. God, you're so gay. You love your wife, you love your, what, you know, how queer. This shit's brutal. It absolutely, oh, he's wearing an umbrella. Well, he must be, you know, taking a dick in the ass because he has an umbrella because he didn't want to get wet. Yep, that's a dick in the ass. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're a weird, barbaric fucking savage, you piece of shit. Why would we, you know, men, right? If you're a barbaric savage, that's a real man, right? But if you're like a polite man, oh, he's a pushover. He's harmless. We can kiss him and he won't do anything about us. He won't sue. He's poor. Ha ha ha. We'll use our power over him. And that's a lot of these times, you know, for Louie C.K., there's 4 incidents with 5 women. And for 3 of the 4 incidents, for 4 of the 5 women, there's no crime. There was no, you know, there was an incident that made them feel uncomfortable, but he asked permission, and when they said no, he said okay, and he let it go. She didn't ask for permission. In fact, they asked him what he thought about it, and he said he cannot kiss a female unless he's in a relationship with them. So Katy Perry knew that. Was Katy Perry in a relationship with him? So she knew that that was his standard. And then later on he says that if she would have asked, he would have said no. No means no, right? Katy Perry, right? You know, womankind, right? Malekind, right? Anybody that wants to sit there and say Louie C.K.'s an enemy of the state, but Katy Perry is not. So it's the hypocrisy. Personally, I don't know. I mean, we gotta treat people right. You gotta treat people like equals. So if it was reversed, just reverse the roles, right? So I'm a judge, your daughter's there, and she's never kissed a boy. She's saving herself for, you know, a relationship. She wants her kiss to be special. I'm like, give me a kiss on here. Now give me, well, I got you. I took her kiss. I stole it away from her. Nobody's going to say shit. Nobody's going to say nothing, right? Oh, poor innocent woman, so fragile, so innocent. She didn't want it. Mean beast man comes and takes it away. But Katy Perry does the same shit. Nobody says it. So fuck the hypocrisy. Fuck the double standards. So Benjamin Glaze, he's a 19-year-old. He seems nice. The moment went viral, so the entire world knows Benjamin Glaze. I don't watch TV, but apparently this is a huge thing. Went viral. So she's not in a relationship with Glaze. She kissed on one cheek, and then when he went to go kiss on the other cheek, she kissed him on the lips. Is kissing sexual? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Right? That's what Katy Perry said to Benjamin Glaze. You sure do got a pretty mouth, Benjamin Glaze. Benjamin Glaze, I sure do like that mouth. I'm gonna take my mouth and I'm gonna put my mouth on your mouth without your permission. The kiss goes viral. The entire world sees the predation and the kiss, right? So the Glaze stumbles back. He seems to play off the moment well, right? Benjamin Glaze, first kiss, stumbles back. I think he falls down on the ground. So he gets nervous when it's time to perform, asks for water before telling the judge that the moment caught him off guard. And then the smiles leave the judges' faces when the performance starts. And then all three of them flunk Benjamin Glaze. They stole a kiss from him, and then they flunk him. He's embarrassed. First kiss, he falls over. Didn't really want to be kissed. Now he's going to be what? Shitted on for saying, oh, and he's probably a gay faggot now for not liking Katy Perry. What? You didn't like her kissing? What? She's just allowed to kiss anybody and everybody she wants to? Well, if Louie C.K. had the, same mentality, that mentality is fucked, okay? If Louie C.K. didn't have that mentality. So that's, not only did the unexpected kiss weaken Benjamin Glaze's performance, he was uncomfortable. He wanted his first kiss to be special. If she would have asked, he would have said no. Would you kiss me? If she said that, he said I would have said no. I know a lot of guys have been like, heck yeah, but for me, I was raised in a conservative family, and I was uncomfortable. I wanted my first kiss to be special, and he has a right to have his first kiss to be special. He acts like, all the publicity he doesn't, but he was humiliated. He was humiliated by the kiss. He falls over, so he doesn't act like, and then he's humiliated by the performance. Now, everybody knows about this shit. And then Katy Perry has all the power. She's the judge. She has all the power. The contestant has none, but maybe the 3 minutes of performance, you have to watch him for 3 minutes, that's it. And if he didn't seem jovial about the kiss, he fell down, we all got to laugh at his seeming innocence, and we all got to laugh at his crappy performance, and then what? And Katy Perry, used to be gorgeous, she used to be attractive, not now, I do not, no. Nasty, who would want that creeping up on them? Not me, I wouldn't want Katy Perry touching me. I wouldn't want Louie C.K. touching me either. But Louie C.K. wouldn't have touched me. Louie C.K. would have asked me, not me, but maybe me, I don't know, but to masturbate. Come into my dressing room so I can masturbate to you. I don't know which one's worse. Louie C.K. is not touching me, for one. It's sex, right? But kissing is sex. And he asked for consent. She didn't ask for consent. So she gets all the power. She gets all the power and he gets absolutely none. The contestants are completely, wholly dependent on the judges for their continued existence on that TV show. But who gives a shit what he wants? He's a man. He's a male. He's 19, so he's, a young male. Just, used to be a boy just a couple years ago. Oh, but now he's a man. And fuck that man. All men should just take any kind of sexual predation from women that they want to. That shit happened to me at Spalding University. They didn't take me serious. They didn't give a shit. And why didn't you say no? I mean, she has power over him. So could he have said no? Could he have said, I don't want to kiss you on the cheek? I don't want you to take the virginity of my lips away from me? Could he have said that? I don't know. Maybe in his mind he thought he had to kiss a little ass in order to win his thing. And even the ass kissing didn't even work. And of course he wanted Katy Perry's sexual advances. Look at the clothes he was wearing. All men are pigs, and all of them would take any kiss from any female for any reason, and even if they don't, who gives a goddamn? That's another thing, because men are not talking about emotions and relationships and shit. Who's he supposed to go to? I'm glad that he's got a good family that he could talk to about this stuff. But, I've noticed women talk about other men, and it seems like the conversation is like, so what did he do? Oh, guess what he did today? It's like, what? Why are you married to him? Why are you going to be bitching about him every day? If you don't like the man, like, and then the other one, they feed into it, and then they, they get a connection. That's why women talk for a, emotional connection. I wish I had somebody I could talk to with an emotional connection as well. And not even just as a friend, But being a man is brutal. It's brutal, okay? So, but eventually, or ultimately, fuck the double standards and fuck the hypocrisy. I forgive Louie C.K. Those who say that it's not for me to forgive, of course it is. We as a society has condemned Louie C.K. Well, I'm saying I don't condemn Louie C.K. No society. I read the article. 3 of the 4 incidents are absolutely nothing whatsoever fucking ever. I don't condemn him. If the 1998 anonymous thing was sexual, I think he would just be like James Franco, pay the restitution. I think he would serve his punishment, whatever you think it is. But the 1998 anonymous, again, you have to be faced with your accuser, but she gets to just point at it. But he admitted to it, so okay. But it seems to me that she's a superior. She was working in production. I don't know. She's a producer on the thing. I want to understand the equality. She says that he abused his power. So if that's what she actually feels. And then he also asked her over and over again. But that's it. The phone call, she could have just hung up. The other time he asked another woman to, do the message. She said no. He said okay. And then she yells at him, chastises him. And then I guess she's still talking about it 30 years later, right? And I saw 2 dogs fucking in my neighbor's yard. I wasn't traumatized by it. It just, that's, they're animals, right? So animals have sex. That shit happens. So, those are the other one. Oh yeah, and then the masturbation. They was in the hotel room and then they watched all 5 minutes of his masturbation show. You were appalled. You were disgusted. You didn't want that to happen. You're the victim. Why did you stay? Why did you stay on the phone and listen? Why did you stay and watch him jerk off for 5 minutes to where you saw, he cummed onto his stomach, right? You stayed for the entire time. So 3 of the 4 incidents are absolute fucking bullshit. And, there's just an accusation, no trial, no due process, no nothing. Mika, right, she pointed to Michael Wolff. Michael Wolff wasn't a sexual, nothing. He, just speculated that Donald Trump is a cheater? Hey, guess what, you stupid fucks? You stupid MSNBC fucking sycophants? So, how am I going to end this? So, the comedy itself is a bar trick. I thought that was a great episode in one of his shows. Louie. He just goes in and eats a pizza. Come on, Louie. Quit being fat and disgusting and greasy, right? Just get a little exercise. I don't know. Roseanne Barr, she's like, you'll just get used to being fat. Just accept that you're fat. And then that's, no, don't accept that you're fat. No. That's heart disease. That's obesity. That's a lot of problems. So, no, never accept that you're fat. Don't accept it. And the last thing I want to say, I want Louie to stop insulting his kids. I want him to make them strong. Quit, he says his one little kid's an asshole because she took a long time to tie her shoes. No, Louie, you're the asshole. You're the asshole for making her, you give up her day to go do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Yeah, that's sort of what you have to do, but don't call her the asshole because you're the one that's sitting there dictating what she needs to do and she doesn't want to go do it. So Donald, right, he gets to grab tits on a plane. He raped a 13-year-old. That's accusation. He's touching vaginas, touching ass. Those are actual assaults, right? There's touching. There's no touching with Louie. There was touching with Katy Perry. And then comedy itself is a bar trick. So this is just, me paying a little homage to Louie C.K. He says comedy is a bar trick. It's a bar trick. You go into the bar, you made some jokes, you made some people laugh, and that's all it is. People try to make it into an industry. They try to turn it into something more beautiful than what it actually is. Nope, just a bar trick. Stupid human tricks. You did something, made people laugh. Tracy Morgan told the Atlanta Star, forget his name, Donald Glover, that the secret to comedy is you just get up on stage, you just talk about dicks. And there's a lot of, the comedians kind of dive into topics that most people don't talk to. And that's why Louie C.K. is just on the cusp, on the edge of creating new and better culture for the United States of America. Comedy is a bar trick. And so yeah, so I think that he would have paid restitution. He would have done a James Franco thing. And comedy itself is where you go make a bunch of strangers laugh. So this would be the last thing, sort of chastising Louis C.K. is that you're going to go to bars and you're going to go to all these other places to make all these strangers laugh, and then you're using your kids as sort of props to for punchlines. I think you need to make your children laugh too. So I think he probably does. I heard he's a good father. Sarah Silverman wants to talk about the elephant masturbating in the room, which is a good joke. It's a good joke. And then she says, he's a good father. Does that matter? And then she says, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. That absolutely matters. What do you mean that doesn't matter? He's raising, I think, girls, right? He's raising 2 girls. So that does matter, right? You're going to sit there and say, like, he's this weird, creepy predator, all this and all that. So, I mean, if he's able, how could he raise a daughter? If he's such a horrible person, how could he raise children? I don't know. There's some things. I don't like the jokes. I don't like the oppression. I don't like the, okay, daddy, whatever you say, daddy, on all of his TV. There's just so much kissing. And it makes me feel a little, I don't like it. I don't like it. These are just child actors, so they're